Hello everybody, welcome back to Puesto English. I'm Marcus, your guide for today. It's been too long since we posted our last video, but here I am with something that can help you improve your speaking score in IELTS or CELPIP if you use what I'm about to share with you correctly. That's the key. Use them correctly. Today, we will dive deep into some idioms that you can learn ahead of your CELPIP or IELTS test. I have handpicked a handful of idioms that are related to giving advice, so this is a pretty common topic. Get your pen and paper ready, and let's get started. Idiom number 1, bite the bullet. First up, we've got bite the bullet. Now, you might be thinking, why would anyone want to bite a bullet? You must be brave enough to do something so difficult and painful. Well, this idiom means exactly that, facing a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage. And I've also got an example for you. I had to bite the bullet and finally clean out my garage. It was like a war scene in there. This sentence tells us that you probably had been putting off cleaning the garage because it's bothersome, but you finally decided to do it, even though it's not pleasant. When using this idiom, the action we choose to do is often mentioned in the second clause after adding the word "and." So here's another example to illustrate what I just told you. You need to bite the bullet and sell your ring. You need money and your ring is not going to feed you. Idiom number 2, put your best foot forward. Look at the picture. This one's about giving your all and making a great impression. Imagine you're about to walk on a catwalk. How would you start? You want it to start with your best foot forward to make a good impression on the audience. And here's the example. You've got to put your best foot forward at the job interview if you really want the job, because there's so many people applying for the position. If you don't give a good impression, the interviewer is probably just going to pass on you and choose somebody else. Idiom number 3, cut to the chase. Cut to the chase means getting straight to the point. No more beating around the bush. It's like saying, let's not waste any more time. This idiom originated from the movie industry. The chase refers to the climax of a movie. So when you cut to the chase, you skip the boring prelude. Don't worry, I've got an example for you here. I know you're busy, so I'll cut to the chase. So the sentence tells us that this person is not going to provide those boring details, but he's going to get straight to the point. Here's another one. Enough of the small talk. Let's cut to the chase and order some pizza. I'm hungry. Idiom number 4, play it by ear. This expression originally referred to being able to replay a piece of music that one just listened to without any practice. You know, some musically gifted people can easily play a song they just heard only once. So what does this idiom mean? This idiom means making flexible plans, giving you the ability to adjust the plan or improvise as you go. Let's read the example. We'll play it by ear and see which movie everyone's in the mood for. In this example, they decided not to pick a movie in advance, but instead, they're gonna wait and see what everyone wants to watch. Another expression that actually has a similar meaning to this is to wing it. So when you wing it, you're not making any preparation in advance. Here's an example from my own experience. One time, I forgot that I was supposed to do a presentation in class, so at the time, I just had to wing it. I didn't make any preparation in advance because I completely forgot about it. Alright, do you enjoy learning about these idioms so far? Before we look into more idioms, I have some exciting news I wanted to share. If you want to master everyday idioms like a pro, check out our ebook, Mastering Idioms to Speak Like a Native. It's packed with fun explanations, pictures, practice questions, and real-life examples that will have you laughing and learning in no time. Get your copy today while it's on sale because in the future the price is gonna go up, and you can order it using the link in the description below. Before we continue, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button to show us your support, and you'll be the first one to know when we post new videos. Now, let's go back to our idioms. Idiom number 5. Learn the ropes. To learn the ropes is to learn how to do a particular job. Well, what has it got to do with ropes? In the past, when you wanted to become a sailor, one of the first things you needed to learn was how to tie different knots using a rope. So now this idiom represents those tasks that you have to learn how to do. For example, I can say, don't be nervous. Try to learn the ropes in your first week at the new job. This idiom is often used when you're talking about a new job. Idiom number 6. Read between the lines. Read between the lines is a handy idiom for indicating hidden meanings or understanding something that's not explicitly stated. It's like deciphering a hidden message. For instance, when your girlfriend hasn't talked to you all day, you have to read between the lines. Maybe she's upset about something and she just didn't tell you about it. Or when someone said, your cooking is certainly unique. I knew I had to read between the lines because it tastes terrible. In fact, this is an example of sarcasm. Sarcasm is a figurative speech in which you say one thing, but you actually mean the opposite, and the purpose of you doing that is to make fun or to mock somebody. Idiom number 7. The ball is in your court. It means it's your turn to make a decision or take action. In a basketball game, when you've got the ball, it's your responsibility to carry out the play. The others are waiting for your next move. So when somebody tells you this idiom, that means that person is waiting for your decision or your action. Here's the example. I've given you all the advice I can. Now, the ball is in your court. Decide wisely. So in terms of giving advice, you can say this to encourage someone to take action instead of worrying constantly. Idiom number 8, don't cry over spilt milk. This classic idiom reminds us not to waste time worrying about things that have already happened and can't be changed. Like, you wouldn't scoop up the spilt milk on the floor and put it back into the bottle, would you? That's a waste of time and it's gross too. Yuck. Let me give you one example. I accidentally deleted my favorite photos from the trip. Well, no use crying over spilt milk. So I've deleted the photos by accident. There's nothing I can do to get the photos back, so I decided to just accept it. Use this idiom when you want to tell somebody to move on, when you want the person not to dwell in the past. Alright, so we've learned 8 different idioms. Let's review them in this short practice. In each chapter of our ebook, there will be a lot of practice questions for you that include completing dialogues and paraphrasing sentences using the idioms you learn. So not only do you learn the meanings of idioms, you also learn how to use them in conversations. And there you have it, guys. 8 practical idioms that will surely add a splash of colors to your English. Be sure to learn not only the meaning, but also the situations you can use them in. In the beginning, I said that this would help you get better score in speaking, but only if you use them correctly. If you have a CELPIP test coming up in the next few weeks, be sure to join our 7-day online training. It's super intensive, but it's guaranteed to help you improve your English skills in a short period of time. I hope to see all of you guys in our next training sessions. Bye for now.